This House notes that yesterday at a press conference, Premier Chris Minns stated, quote,
"The Premier blaming a 385% rise in the federal tobacco excise."
The massive increase has exploded the illicit tobacco marketplace.
The massive increase in tobacco excise has exploded the illicit tobacco marketplace, end quote. 2, that this House commends New South Wales Premier Chris Minns for his pragmatic call for a federal government review of the tobacco excise for driving a black market that fuels crime in New South Wales.
The Premier warns police attention could be diverted from other crimes like domestic violence. Has he raised it with Canberra?
Doing it right now.
3, that Premier Minns rightly notes the $35 tax per packet of 25 cigarettes has led to a surge in illegal tobacco sales, costing $6.9 billion in federal revenue over 4 years and contributing to organised crime, including fire bombings and gang violence. 4, that this House supports the Premier's view that this tax burdens New South Wales Police, diverting resources from critical public safety issues like violent assaults to chasing illegal tobacco, while undermining legitimate businesses. 5, that this House supports Premier Minns for advocating for a review of the excise to balance public health goals with reducing crime without expanding government overreach. 6, that this House notes that organised crime has been the major benefactor of steep tobacco excise, and organised crime will be the primary loser by a reduction in the excise. 7, that this House notes that once again good intentions without sober reflection so often have perverse consequences. 8, that this House calls on the New South Wales Government to A, support a federal review of the tobacco excise to curb its unintended criminal consequences. B, promote policies that prioritise individual choice and economic freedom, ensuring taxes do not empower criminal networks or overburden public resources. 9, that this House urges the government to pursue evidence-based policies that serve the public without creating perverse incentives consistent with minimal state intervention. And D, that this House recognises the early warnings of raising the tobacco excise and its likely impact on crime was made by the Libertarian member of the Victorian Legislative Council, Mr David Limbrick, where he said on the 7th of March 2020, quote, "We see it in tobacco taxes. Tobacco taxes are insane at the moment. They are so high that organised crime are flooding the market they are taking over," end quote. And B, that David Limbrick's Nostradamus-esque prophecy sadly came true and was marked on the 28th of August 2024 by Mr Limbrick with a cake to acknowledge over 100 tobacco crime arson attacks.